You got to create features that make people want to stay on the platform. And right now, if someone's not live, there's literally no reason to. Like, let's say Timmy only likes to watch freaking Ninja. Ninja left and went to Mixer. So what reason does he have to stay on Twitch? But if you created something where people could, you know, share clips within your platform and help people go viral from those highlights, maybe Timmy would have something else to look for, because it can be very daunting from the viewer's experience. Like I get, it's daunting to me when I go to the browse section. There's like a million different streams. Which one do I click?
Of course, as an affiliate, like, it's nice for affiliates, you know, that they get all the perks and stuff, but I definitely see that line becoming slimmer and slimmer.
That's the real reason I think you're seeing a lot of streamers leave. Well, like, I know it is because I've watched a couple of videos from different streamers that are left. It's not just the money. Like, Facebook and Mixer are giving these big streamers creative control and opportunity to shape the platform. Like, if there's an issue, they know they have a direct line to somebody and they'll actually listen.
Yeah. Like, getting that one dude, and this is the only person I revealed their budget. Dude got 20 racks to like just say, hey, I'm leaving. You can only imagine, like, if you actually want to step up your level of content, how much they're really actually willing to, like, you know, put behind that. And like, obviously Twitch doesn't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice.
As I was saying, like, people are like, oh, he's such a nice guy because he doesn't take donations. Like, it is nice. But at the same time, he doesn't take them because he knows he doesn't need them. If they paid him $20,000 to announce he's going to Facebook, I guarantee you he got at least 10 million just to stream on the platform. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't take donations either. Like, you just fucking greedy at that point. You have a clout. You can get brand deals. You don't need donations.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then, like, that's another thing too, because everybody talk about all these people leaving and stuff, but like, really, they're just taking advantage of
their clout.
How new these platforms are. Because, like you said, you know, knowing they have that direct line and all that stuff, but like, for example, you know, there's a lot of partners on Twitch, you know, who will try to contact Twitch support and all that stuff, don't get no kind of response. But that's just because of how many people there are on Twitch, you know.
That, and you have to have a certain level of clout.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, there's so many people.
Yeah,
who already have that. You know, you go to Mixer, you got a handful of giant streamers, you know.
It's all politics.
I do think after a certain level, any partner should be able to, like, have that direct line. Like, what's the point of being partnered?
And then, yeah, and then
especially because Amazon's backing them. Don't tell me y'all can't afford more staff.
Right. And the thing is, and if Mixer gets to the point where Twitch is like have the same amount of users, they're gonna end up with the same problems.
It's true.
And so, of course, right now people are gonna take advantage of how small they are, and you know, if they want to pay people to come over, and they're gonna get the stuff that they can't get on Twitch because of how many people there are on Twitch, of course they're gonna take advantage of that.
Sir.
In 2019, and it takes 30 days for them to reply.
What up, amateur?
You're just not important enough. Are we? We're close.
Yeah, we're good.
The circle.
It'll be interesting to see how things play out.
Yeah, but that's one thing about the whole Mixer and like all these platforms buying people up is like, obviously it doesn't make Twitch look any better, and you know, Twitch trying to make changes to make people happy and stuff. So I'm interested to see.
Good.
I'm interested to see what kind of changes get made,
if they get made.
Nice.
Because at the end of the day, Twitch does still own 75% of the market. Like, yeah, Mixer didn't really make a big splash with Ninja and Shroud going over there. They still only own 3% of the market.
And then at that, it still hasn't even been solidified long term.
And from what I hear, Ninja went from like 30,000 average to now he's getting like 10,000 average. So it's like, yeah, long term, we got to see how it pans out. But right now, it doesn't really seem like people switching platforms is stopping Twitch's momentum.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely isn't.
But once again, yeah, I'm sure whatever Ninja got paid, whatever ungodly amount,
it was worth it. Yeah, it's still worth it.
Yeah.
I actually think Twitch's biggest problem is scaling the business, in a sense that the only way Twitch streamers can grow is if they're live. Versus YouTube,
Regardless.
Yeah, you have VOD, so people can find you through algorithms. Like, there's no algorithm on Twitch, really. Just who gets the most views end up at the top of the page. And that's cool for now, but if you're trying to grow and reach new markets, that's why I think that Disguised Toast dude went to Facebook. Because, A, they paid him, but also they have 2 billion people that they can reach. And he can make suggestions to where, yo, you know, make the algorithm look at me. Now you got 2 billion people that Twitch does not have looking at his stream, which means higher numbers for him, which means bigger brand deals.
Facebook has a really huge advantage with the advertisement. At the same time, they have one of the ugliest interfaces as well. And like, just going off of you know, Spike, like how it changed your perception of how you email people.
Yeah,
that interface makes me like feel a type of way where it's just like, I don't know. But no, you are right though. But I think Facebook needs to fix their interface.
The thing about fixing the UI though is that's an easy fix. It's not an easy fix to figure out how to scale your business.
You're right.
Like Disguised Toast just has to go and be like, yo, I need this, like this, that, and the third. They have plenty of money and engineers to get that done in the next year or two. So UI honestly is not as big of a deal as you think. Like I said, the Twitch's biggest problem is there's no way to grow. You only can grow outside of Twitch.
Didn't they say they're gonna start doing like channel trailers or something like that on Twitch?
I don't know if that's gonna.
What would that do?
Yeah, what would that do? A channel trailer? That's not gonna make me want to watch a live stream.
I mean, some people it might, you know.
Nah,
well, I mean, they have to find your channel in the first place.
That's no different than a channel highlight, I would argue.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say one of the best things about like Twitch is when you're watching someone live, you get their personality right then, and you get to interact with them. If I'm watching your channel highlight and I can't really interact with you, I can't see how you're gonna respond to my comment.
Twitch is pretty much it's a glass cannon. Its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. Live content. When
you're live, it's lit. When you're not live, well, yeah. I would say I can almost argue your stream is only as good as your last stream. You know what I'm saying? Like your channel is only good as your last stream, man. You ain't streaming.
It's not the same to go watch a Twitch VOD.
Yeah, it is not. Even with rereading the chat, which was a good feature, but.
What up, Woo? We see you. Nah, no dubs yet.
Yeah, like 30-second places though.
I think the next like 5 years will be really interesting in terms of seeing what competition does and how Twitch will respond. Clips are great. I seen one suggestion somebody made. I think his name was like Alpha or something like that on YouTube. Alpha Gaming. He's a Twitch streamer. He's saying like Twitch should basically just copy Reddit to where like you can upvote like clips from people's. Like that's a good way to find new people. Like, you know, the live stream Reddit.
Actually,
literally do that on Twitch, where so that way people can find your content. So like people could take your clips, upvote them, and then that's another. And then you can go to the clips page and find new channels to check out based off their highlights.
That's what Twitch needs, a timeline or way to share content amongst friends within its own platform. Henceforth, our world needs to think growth on the platform.
It needs to think less live streaming and more social media, basically.
Yeah, actually, I always say YouTube needs a timeline. So, like the people you follow, I mean that you're subscribed to, and that are subscribed to you can also see like your comments, what you're liking, shit like that. And
he said, "Nah, that makes too much sense."
Don't hire us.
That's great.
I think that'd be dope if we get timelines on YouTube and Twitch. That would definitely increase the shareability on that platform instead of having to rely on syndicating to Twitter and Instagram and what.
You got to create features that make people want to stay on the platform. And right now, if someone's not live, there's literally no reason to. Like, let's say Timmy only likes to watch freaking Ninja. Ninja left and went to Mixer. So what reason does he have to stay on Twitch? But if you created something where people could, you know, share clips within your platform and help people go viral from those highlights, maybe Timmy would have something else to look for, because it can be very daunting from the viewer's experience. Like I get it's daunting to me when I go to the browse section. There's like a million different streams. Which one do I click?
I was about to say he got all those other streams they put on Ninja's page.
Oh yeah, you got the porn.
Well, I will say Twitch does a good job of like recommending streamers to me, because like I get recommended all the black streamers, because like
I do too. I'm not gonna lie, I do too.
So I do like that, but like if there's a way to like put that into a trending section as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like here's who your sub watches, or here who so and so watches. If they allow that information to be revealed, you know.
And if they do that, they're gonna have to put some rules in place so things can't get abused.
Yeah, exactly. But like even that, I feel like means of actually it being a more social, like whispers are
maybe
cool.
giving us a better reason to look at the front page
Instead of just random streamers. I would have liked that a whole lot more.
I literally never look at the front page.
I could look at the front page and it's like 99% of the time esports streamers and someone with dyed hair. Like some esport event is happening and then someone with dyed hair is just there.
Most of the time, they only give people of color a chance on the front page for like Black History Month, and like at that point, you're just inviting trolls. I know where the blacks are gonna be at. Like, oh my goodness. You know what month it is, boys. Oh my goodness. Twitch lost half their audience when Belle Delphine got kicked off. All right, my guy. Whatever. When they got rid of the bathwater, I left.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that I noticed. Like, I never look at the front page of Twitch.
iOS got everything. I mean, it do got everything, but like, I would say Twitch definitely needs a whole lot more social aspects and real ways of growth on the platform. I think something that was nice but kind of also annoying is you can see what your friends are watching, but like you can turn it on and off. So I like that. I do like that, because like, you know what I'm saying, I can hop in so and so's stream and be like,
I don't like that shit. I turned it off. They don't need to know which baddies I'm watching.
Exactly.
But I can creep on some of my friends, but I turn it off for myself because there'll be some people who follow you anywhere.
He's like, hey, bro, I didn't know you watched Titty Twerk Streamer 42. Chill out, bro. Stop on this spot.
Chill out.
And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.